Pastor David Vandy, the founder of the Vandy Christian Network. VCN, the Vandy Christian Network, has a vision to bring the gospel truth to all via the internet, the radio, and television, with a focus on social values, faith, restoration, health, and understanding the Bible in the simplest possible way.
The concept of faith, that even nothing happens, you still trust God.
VCN has a 24-hour radio emission featuring gospel artists from across the continent. Their YouTube are specially designed programs for all audience size, age, and type. The Encounter, The Word, Time for Tea, Cheycheypoly, A Walk Through the Scriptures, Kiddie Street, just to name a few. So, I want you to be a part of this happy family. Join VCN or Vandy Christian Network on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. VCN is your go-to channel.
Cheycheypoly.
Don't go to your oracle. Oh, your oracles are part of the issues. That's a tea for another day.
When women talk, they discuss everything under the sun. The church, family, in-laws, health, children, social values, finance, discipline, faith, trauma. It's unending. Join Lady Diamond Kennedy on VCN for Cheycheypoly, a women's magazine chit-chat that not only is entertaining and educational, but also informative and uplifting. Cheycheypoly takes an in-depth look at health, religion, education, and other social issues. Join Diamond Kennedy every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your women's magazine program,
Cheycheypoly,
on the Vandy Christian Network's YouTube channel. VCN, your go-to channel.
Hello to my viewers. Welcome to Cheycheypoly. I'm your host, your only host, Diamond Kennedy. And I always say Diamond Kennedy. How about my first name? I need to let my viewer know my first name. Go Virgo. It means small spirit, okay? But don't worry, we'll do Diamond Kennedy. You know, on this show, you know we gossip, but we gossip, you know, the truth. We gossip, you know, with a lot of information. But even though we gossip, but we still have to put small Cheycheypoly inside. And we're supposed to put small Cheycheypoly inside. Okay, so we're here to Cheycheypoly. But before I start, first, you know, we have to support the network. We really have to support it financially, you know, spiritually. We have to pray, but we have to support it. You know, we have to support the Vandy Christian Network because, you know, Vandy Christian Network bring all these major programs, the stretcher, the encounters, you know, and feature some artists, feature some pastors and stuff. So your financial support is greatly appreciated. Okay, so please, anything can help. Small money can help. Small tea can help, okay? So we really appreciate it. Follow the Vandy Christian Network on YouTube. Subscribe so you can get Cheycheypoly. You know, my show, like the hottest show. Don't follow the Encounter and the other people and buyers. My show is the hottest. We have to get a lot of viewers, you know. We have to get a lot of subscribers. Come, follow us on the Vandy Christian Network. So today, guess what we're talking about? High blood pressure. High blood pressure today. We're talking about high blood pressure. You know, a lot of time we don't take our health seriously. The last time we talked about diabetes, we talked about type 1 and type 2, right? So today we're going to talk about high blood pressure. So what is high blood pressure? Hear the name. I'm going to make it simple. I ain't going to follow the dictionary. So high means when something up, right? High, that means something is up. Low means something down. So we're not going to talk about low blood pressure. We're going to talk about high blood pressure. So high blood pressure, that means something is going up. Something is going up. So if something is going up, you have to bring it down. Not way down. You have to bring it in the middle. Okay? Not too down, but for it to be constant. It have to be constant. So high blood pressure is the force, force of the blood against the artery, like maximum force. That's how I look at it, maximum force, like something just hitting, too high. So if you having high blood pressure, but high blood pressure, so many things can make it, make your blood pressure high. So many things, stress, and let's say family issues, and medication, overweight, so many things can make your blood pressure high. And one of the things, don't say ill, man business. If you want to be stressy about man, it make your blood pressure high, so don't stress about it, bring it down. Don't worry about that one, okay? Don't stress on that one, we can control that one, but we have to take it ourselves, control your health. So, but high blood pressure, it doesn't have no symptom. You can't go and the doctor say, oh, today your blood pressure high, these are the symptoms. No, I'm not going to tell you, say, oh, the symptom, wash your feet, no. It's just like, it's going to be high, but the doctor, if you go, for example, let's do practical. For example, you go to the doctor's office and your blood pressure is high, okay? Sometimes the anxiety in the blood pressure in the doctor office, your blood pressure going to be high. So let's say your blood pressure usually is like 118, but you went to the doctor's office and your blood pressure is 150. They're not going to really pay attention to it that day. Maybe something make it up. And they said that blood pressure, the normal blood pressure is 120 over 80. No, it's no longer 120 over 80. It have to be below 120. It have to be below 80. Okay, 120 means the top number. So when you do your blood pressure, it'll be at 120 over 80. So the bottom number is the resting heart rate. We call that one the resting heart rate, the 80. The up number is like when how I will show the demonstration. How you put a blood pressure cuff on your arm and you pump it. Each time you pump it, is you pumping the air. Let's say the air through the artery. So it's going to put it up. So the first beat, that one they call the top number. So let's say 120. Then after it comes down, poop, 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 poop. The last stop, that's the bottom number. So that bottom number is 80. So when you go to the doctor office, so let's say it's 120 over 80, the doctor gonna say, okay, but I will left for it to be below 120. Okay, so for me, I will left for it to be like 110 over 60 or 70 to 118. For me, I would do that. But if it's 120, 130, it depends, we take that. The first time you go to the doctor office, the doctor gonna say, oh, your blood pressure is a little bit high. What happened? Maybe, and coffee too. Caffeine puts your blood pressure up. So let's say you drink coffee and you went to the doctor's office, your blood pressure gonna be up. So before you go to the doctor's office, no stress, don't drink caffeine, don't drink coffee or Coke, just go there and they check your blood pressure. So your blood pressure high, let's say you went to the doctor's office, your blood pressure high. So the doctor gonna say, oh, your blood pressure high, but can you, for the next 1 week or for the next 3 weeks, just take a pen and put your blood pressure down. Make sure you record your blood pressure. So this is it. When the doctor said record your blood pressure, we tell you, for me, if I'm your nurse or your case manager, I will tell you, when you get up the first thing in the morning, you can go pee. Don't say, let me keep the pee and do my blood pressure, because if your bladder is distended, that means plenty pee in your bladder, your blood pressure can go up. So we tell you, say you should pee. So you go in the bathroom and you pee and you sit down for like few minutes. I always say before you do your blood pressure, when you finish peeing, you sit down, say take a deep breath. take your inhale and exhale, relax. So inhale means you close your mouth and you exhale through your mouth. So you go like that, then you go out through your mouth. It relaxes the muscle. Okay, it's very good. It's very good. It relaxes your muscle, and if you stress, it will bring the tension. And you do it for, usually say 5 times. So you close your eye. I always tell you close your eyes and do that. When you do that, then you check your blood pressure. So your heart is on the left hand side. So your blood pressure here is totally different from your blood pressure on this side. Okay, so sometimes when you check your blood pressure here, a little bit higher. Remember, your heart is on this side, so your blood pressure is a little higher than on your right hand side. So if you check your blood pressure and let's say it's 140 on your right hand side, you have to write the time and the side you took it on. So this is your left hand, right? So we put LA left arm, LA left arm, and the time. If you're sitting, you put that sitting. If you're standing, you put that standing. But usually we say sit down. So, and you do it on your right hand side. You put your time, you put your RA. If you're sitting, you do the same thing. Okay, so you do it in the morning before you eat your breakfast. So let's say you on blood pressure medication. Okay, let's say you on like low pressure, you know, and usually if they give you like 10 milligrams, it's kind of a small, but to be on the safe side, I tell my patient, check your blood pressure before you take your medication. I just say that, just check your, to be on the safe side. You never know. Let's say your blood pressure is like 110 in the morning, don't take it. If your blood pressure is like 110 over 50, we would say don't take it below 110. So let's say 108 over 50, we say don't take it, call your doctor or you call your nurse to be on the safe side. So this is how blood pressure medication works. So they give you blood pressure medication to bring your blood pressure down. So that your blood pressure is 110. So if you take it, you're going to drop it down to 100 or 80. So that's why the doctor will always say check your blood pressure in the morning. But most patients are non-compliant. They will not check it, they will just take it and swallow it. And when you swallow it, then you get dizzy. Okay, you get dizzy, that means your blood pressure have dropped. So you don't move. What I tell you, sit down, drink some water to put the pressure up. If you stay lightheaded and dizzy, lay down flat, pull your legs all the way up above your heart level. It forces the blood back to your heart and your brain. So what make your blood pressure to come down? Okay, this is simple. So when your blood pressure drop, that means your brain don't have enough blood to circulate. So that's why your blood pressure is dropping, because the brain feeds on the blood. So let's say no nutrients going to the brain and your blood pressure already feeling dropping. So you get this. So you drink some water. If it still happening, you lay down, put your legs way up above your heart, and the blood will go back to your heart and your brain, and your blood pressure will go up. But most importantly, check your blood pressure before you take any blood pressure medication. Okay, so you do that. So the doctor tell you, say your blood pressure high in the doctor's office, and say you should check your blood pressure. So you're checking on the left arm and the right arm. You have to be consistent. Today you check it 6 a.m. Tomorrow you check it 10 p.m. The next day you check it 8 a.m. No. Consistency. So let's say you started at 6 a.m. You can check it at 5 a.m. or you can check it at 7 a.m. 1 hour before or 1 hour after. With your medication too. Blood pressure medication, we call it deadly medication. It can kill you. It can help you, very great, but it can kill you too. You have to be consistent. You cannot be yo-yo. We call it a yo-yo. You cannot be yo-yo. You take your blood pressure medication at 6 o'clock today. Tomorrow you take it 10 a.m. The following day you take it 9 a.m. The following day you take it. No. The blood pressure just, you cannot control your blood pressure. It's just going to be like the yo-yo. You have to be consistent. You take it 6 a.m. today. If you started at 6 a.m., you can take it at 7 or you can take it at 5. 1 hour before or 1 hour after, not 2 or 3 hours. Okay, please guys, consistency with blood pressure medication. If you will not do any other medication, blood pressure medication, and how they call it, infection medication, like flagyl, you have to take it. Consistency, you have to take those medications, or else the infection will not go away. Let's say you got UTI and you taking, it's not going to go away. It's just going to be bouncing all over the place. So let's say blood pressure medication, consistency, please, God, consistency. So you write that down. So I would tell you to take your blood pressure twice a day. I don't care about doing a day, because your blood pressure going to be up during the day. You walking, you eating, you stress, you on the phone, those increases, and those things increase your blood pressure. It's going to be up. Somebody call you from Africa, they ask you for money like me, I will scream, my blood pressure will go up. So it's going to go up. So, but in the morning, your blood pressure is supposed to be low, because you just come from sleeping. You come from relaxing. Your blood pressure should be low. If your blood pressure up 150 in the morning, around 6, 7 o'clock, you just come from sleeping, it's an issue. It's a serious issue. So the doctor will say, put it there, just put it down. Then before you go to bed, you want to check your blood pressure before you go to bed, okay? I always say, I want to know what I'm getting up with, and I want to know what I'm coming down with, okay? What I'm going to sleep with. So you want to know, I'm going to bed and my blood pressure is 180. Okay, so you know that your blood pressure is 180 going to bed, and you coming from, I just come from sleeping, my blood pressure is 150. At least just get to know. So for example, if something happened, you're so dizzy, you feel that you can tell the EMT that my blood pressure came. When I got up this morning, my blood pressure was high, and this is what I leave the EMT, the guy will know what he's working with, or the men, they will know what they are working with. So consistency, right? So one, consistency. You have to be consistent. Okay, no yo-yo. You have to be consistent. So you check your blood pressure, and you have to do it for straight 1 week. Sometimes the doctor will say 1 week, and sometimes the doctor will say 2 weeks. So let's say today your blood pressure was good, 110 over 60 or 80. Then tomorrow is high. The next day is good. Tomorrow is high. But you've been consistent the time 1 hour before, 1 hour after. Then the doctor will probably put you on a low dose of Corey. Who knows? Maybe the doctor will put you on 6.25. On a low dose of Corey, because your blood pressure is good, but it's okay. Or the doctor will say lose your weight. Remember, there are no symptoms for blood pressure. You're not going to tell you, say, I'm not going to say when your blood pressure is going up, you should look for your feet swelling or headache or thing. No. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't happen. Some people, when they developing high blood pressure, they will get headache. Most people, headache. If you having consistent headache, check your blood pressure. Consistent headache, just check your blood pressure, especially behind the head right here. Maybe you having stress, so check your blood pressure. I always say, just check your blood pressure. Go buy the machine. You don't have to buy the fancy machine that talks to you. The fancy machine that tells you your blood pressure. No, you can go buy the $25 machine. It's still going to do the same thing. And this is the thing. When you buy the machine, you have to look at the cuff. The one that go around the arm? The cuff. Your arm can be like this. You go buy small cuff. You won't get the right reading now. Common sense. Your arm can be like this. Then you go buy medium cuff. No. If your arm like that, you have to buy the large cuff or the extra large or the triple large. Know yourself. Know your arm now. Don't be ashamed. You go in the store, everybody's standing there. Instead of you buying the largest cup, you go buy the small one to put it around your arm. Then when you check it, this is me. I don't know about other nurses or other practitioners. This is me. I don't like the wrist. I don't know why. To me, it doesn't really give the exact reading. I don't like the wrist. I like the one right here on your arm. The wrist here, I don't like it, and it really doesn't give the exact reading. So make sure, and if you have your nurse or if you got your doctor, you can go to your doctor and tell them, can you measure fix it good around my waist, so around my arm, so they can be able, so you can be able to put your hand through it correctly. Okay, so you can be able to put your hand through it correctly. Don't try to force it. Sometimes when you put it, it's supposed to line up here, but sometimes you put it way behind here. It will not give you right reading. Okay, it will not give you right reading. So you get a real wrist, the real blood pressure, cuff, the size. You know, the real size, that is fine. That is really fine. So you check that. And one of the things that bring your blood pressure up too, that make you, family history. Let's say your family have blood pressure, your grandma, grandpa, your ancestors, your oracles. Your oracle have blood pressure. Of course, you got 90% chance of having, you know, have blood pressure issue, like 50 to 90%. So you have to tell the doctor the truth and say, my oracles, my village people, somebody having blood pressure. Don't go to your oracle. Oh, your oracles are part of the issues. That's a tea for another day. Okay, but when we stop here, we'll stop to the oracle. We're going on break and we will be back.
Beyond the galaxy, God of all creation, God of all the hills, the mountains and the valleys, God of all the earth. Heaven and earth adore you, angels bow before you, for you alone are God. Age to age, you're still the same, for you're a God that never changes. With my hands lifted high, my mouth filled with your praises, your greatness let I sing. So I testify, your name is Yahweh. Nobody else like you. I testify, your name is Yahweh. Glorious in all your ways, mighty Jesus. You make my life so beautiful. You are beautiful in all your ways, Jesus. Yeah. Your love is indescribable. You've been so good to me.
told commercial break, you know, you have to eat. Oh, you don't want me to die, eh? I ain't going to die. And the village people say, okay, accept me to die. It will not happen. It won't happen. Welcome back, guys. So we're talking about high blood pressure, right? Okay. We're talking about high blood pressure. It's very interesting. High blood pressure is very deep. I'm not going deep right now. I'm doing the surface, okay? I'm doing the surface. So after I'm doing the surface, you can, if you have any question, you know, a lot of people will be, you know, having a little confusion. If you have any question, you can, you know, you can email the Vandy Christian Network, or you can WhatsApp me on my number, 703-853-9039. Okay, you can WhatsApp me. Question though, did I say you should WhatsApp me, Kumosa? Question. And I here for you to say different thing. Question, if you have any question. Don't ask me your village people. Oh, my village people, somebody told me say my phone heavy. I'm not a witch doctor. I'm a nurse. Come back. Let's go back to let's go back, guys. So we're talking about high blood pressure. As I said, no symptom. Okay, so I can sit here and tell you say symptom, but I say headache. If you have headache, you know, just check it up. It take you less than, let's say, 10 minutes for you to check it up or do that. High blood pressure is the #1 killer in the world because it's silent. You don't know. It just creep up on you, you know, especially us Africans and other people that we eat a lot of carbs and a lot of heavy food. And palm oil. Let me come to palm oil. I wanted to say that thing about palm oil. They say if you eat palm oil have cholesterol, you know you will gain weight or you will get high blood pressure. It's not truth. Okay? This is what happened. Anything you eat consistently every day, it have issue. Okay, consistently every day. So let's say you suck orange every day about 5 or 6, 3 times a day, you're gonna have issue. But if you eat it in moderation, it is okay. Moderation. You can eat your palm oil. You eat moderation, it will be okay. If you can eat your cassava leaf in moderation, it's okay. But not cassava leaf for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. It's not going to work. You're going to gain weight because the more carb you put it into your body, okay? So eat everything in moderation, you're going to be okay. So let's say you went to the doctors, as I said, you have to tell the doctor the truth. Remember, my ancestors, my oracles had blood pressure before, you know. My father died from stroke, or one of my chief elder, auntie, uncle, cousin, closer to me, tell cousin, you have to be honest and tell them the truth so they can look at your family history. Family history is very, very important when it comes to pre-assessment, okay? Pre-assessment, family history is very important, so you have to say that. So when the doctor, let's say when the doctor said, when you say that to the doctor going to tell you, for example, the doctor going to say, you came the last time. In diabetes, Mary and I, remember when Mary and I did type 2 diabetes, we talked about, even in type 1, we talked about physical exam. You have to do your yearly physical exam. That's how the doctor keeps track of you, okay? So let's say you went this year and you were 200 pounds. The following year you went 210. The following year you went, you know, so the doctor is keeping track of you. But you can't do physical exam today. Then you wait after 5 years, you do another physical. So they're not keeping track of you. You know, so the doctor gonna say, oh, maybe your blood pressure is high because you gained, for the past 1 year, you have gained 20 pounds. And the last time you were here, your blood pressure was, let's say 120, but it went up to 150. So I think it's your weight. So the doctor will say, I'm not going to put you on medication. I'm going to reschedule you in 3 months or maybe in 2 months. I want you to lose 20 pounds. The 20 pounds that you gain, the doctor will say, I want you to lose 20 pounds. So when the doctor tell you they want you to lose 20 pounds, you will go and lose the 20 pounds and the doctor will tell you to come back. So when you come back and your blood pressure is stay high, So there's a thing, before I even go there, there's a thing they call BMI, okay? Your basic metabolic partner, or basic body. It means that your body, your height and your weight should equal to 1. So for example, if you 5'8", your weight should be around 165. 165, or let's say 160 if you 5'8". Okay, your BM. So if you 5, your body should be around there. So, but you cannot be 5'5" and you 250. Nah, it doesn't work. You're going to get blood pressure issue. You're going to be diabetic, okay? You're going to get blood pressure issue. You're going to be diabetic, and you're going to get heart. You're going to get heart issue out of that. So if you 150, your height is, let's say your height is 5'5", you should be around 150 and 165, okay? And it's going to be okay. Your height and your weight should match. You shouldn't be way up, because you can see some people like 5 and they're 300 pounds. And blood pressure, you have to take blood pressure issue very seriously, because blood pressure leads to a lot of other illnesses: kidney damage, stroke, heart failure, nerve problem, and eyes problem. So if your blood pressure is high, you have to take it very, very seriously. It's like your whole life depends on it. Please, most men like chubby women. Did I say you should be chubby and be too and can't die? It doesn't work like that. You can get little meat on the bones, but not too much meat down. It doesn't work that way. Your health comes first. Your health. So if you start developing high blood pressure, that's a serious issue. Please, my people, that's a serious issue. So because you're going to start going to kidney failure, you're going to start going into stroke. This time, I'm in a healthcare field, but this time some of my patients, I see the 41-year-old, they already have stroke because of blood pressure. They already have stroke. They're laying there. Let me bring it straight to you. I'm going to be very practical. How will you feel? 41-year-old, your brain is still functioning. You're not, your brain is not there, and you pooping on yourself. Somebody have to feed you. How will you feel? Let's be realistic here. So take care of yourself. If you bring your blood pressure down, you won't have all those problems. This time, everything is just happening like that. It's just happening, for a 29-year-old. You see, I saw a 7-year-old kid. She's almost like 75 pounds, big. And the parents still spoiling her mouth with food, still putting food. You don't love your kid. How can a 7-year-old be 75 pounds? It's just too much. Control what you eat. Eat it in moderation. I don't like American food. I don't like it. I like African food, but I eat it in moderation. I don't like vegetable. I'm being very realistic here. I don't like vegetable. You barely see me eating vegetable. But guess what? I eat African food, but I eat it in moderation. Okay? So what I do, in the morning, I drink tea. I love a tea they call Thai tea. I drink it in the morning. Then when I drink it in the morning, then I eat rice, fufu, between 11 and 2, 3 o'clock. Because while I eat between 11 and 3 fufu, rice, whatever, I'm going to walk it throughout the day. You see, you have to be able to walk it out. So if I eat rice around 2 in my job, I walk a lot. I don't know how many steps. Sometimes I check my watch, I go like 20,000 steps. So you have to exercise, eat in moderation. Eat the fufu, the bangu, the rice between 11 and let's say 4 o'clock, so you can walk it, okay? Then in the evening before you go to bed, you can eat vegetable, you can eat fruit. You know, you can eat all those things, but don't eat the rice at 6 o'clock to go to bed so it can stay in your stomach. The rest just it's not going to digest. It's going to digest, but it's going to be slow process because you're sleeping, you lay in bed. It's going to be slow process. And you know, most people, they suffer from gastric reflux because they eat late. Gastric reflux means the food, you know, in our stomach we have the gastric juice. So the gastric juice in the stomach is there to protect your stomach because we have a lot of bacteria and all kind of things in the stomach. So that juice is there to neutralize everything. So when you eat and you sleep, the juice gonna come up. When it come up, it create all of that. So eat in moderation. So the doctor finished telling you all of that, you lose the weight. If you lose the weight, I promise you, your blood pressure will come down. I promise you, you don't have to take medication. You don't, because you are not, you know, you're not hypertensive before. All of a sudden, you're hypertensive, so your blood pressure is up because you gain weight. If you gain the weight, your blood pressure, please take care of yourself. Blood pressure now, it's almost like it happening every day, you know. And young people now, yeah, for older people no more, the young people. And one of the things that happening to the blood pressure now, a lot of young people go into is due stress. We overwork ourselves. Okay, we overwork ourselves because of that. Our blood pressure is too high. So you bring your blood pressure down by losing weight and eating right. Okay, so there is no symptom no to say, okay, I'm going to get high. But then, let's say your blood pressure is too high now. It's too high. So the doctor is scared that you're going to go into cardiac arrest or you're going to have stroke. So the doctor will put you on blood pressure medication. So one of the blood pressure medication, most of the time the doctor use, the doctor, they will always, Catizin is a calcium channel blocker. It's hard for them to use that. Catizin, it's very hard for them to use that. They will put you on Tropolol, Metoprolol, they will put you on it. So that medication is very strong, potent medication because it works on the heart to bring the heart rate down. Because when your blood pressure is high, your heart rate will go up. Common sense. If anything, you hitting it high, of course. So if your blood pressure high, your heart rate will go up. So they'll put you on Metoprolol, and it's going to help to bring your blood pressure down. But it's very potent medication. Potent means strong, very strong medication. So what it does, it brings the blood pressure down. At the same time, it dropping the heart rate. Okay, so when you on that medication, please check your blood pressure. Please check your blood pressure because it works like that. Because so it just can't. And sometimes the doctor will put you on hydrolyzine also. So just check your, check your blood pressure and just check it. Any medication they gave you, check it. It's going to be better for you. So if they put you on Metoprolol, they put you on hydrolyzine, and sometimes they put you on diuretic. Diuretic means pee medication. Okay, because you finish gaining so much weight, the doctor want you to lose the fluid, so they will put you on fluoxetine. If a doctor ever put you on fluoxetine, you having high blood pressure, that means the heart is backing up. That means the heart is backing up. That means the doctor have seen fluid. You gaining a lot of fluid, so the doctor will put you on fluoxetine laces. Okay, that means you gaining a lot of weight. And the water is blocking. The water is backing. We call it heart. The heart backing up. So when the heart backs up, okay, let's say, okay, I-95. If you having traffic on I-95, the serious traffic, you see all the cars stop, right? The car, all of them stop. So when the car stop, then the traffic start to back up. That's what happened. If you gain too much weight, the heart, literally, the heart will start, then traffic. It start to back up, then you start to gain fluid. You start to gain fluid, okay? And when you start to gain fluid, it's a problem. Then the doctor will pull you on laces and say, okay, my dear, I don't want you to go into cardiac arrest. I don't want you to have other issues, and we're going to pull you on laces. Then laces, you don't want it. You pee every 2 minutes. You can't go nowhere. You just pee. You know, who just want to be peeing? Because if you go, when the pee come, you pee on yourself. So most patients don't let laces. And laces is one of the drugs that the patient are non-compliant because they don't want to pee every 2 seconds, okay? They don't want to. But guess what? This topic is very interesting. We're going to have another segment on this topic, and we're going to have question and answer, and we're going to have a live audience. People are going to ask me questions. And let me make it clear, I'm not your nurse. I'm just here to tell you what's going on. Just bring it over to you to help. We all learning, okay? So you learn from me, I learn from you. But at least I have a little bit, a little bit sense in our topic. It's just that I get small the idea there. But we just here to learn. We're here to help each other. But if you have any question, any question, send it to the Vandy Christian Network. Email it is there. It's gonna be on the screen. You can email it to the Vandy Christian Network, and the producer, they will answer your question, or they will reach out to me, or you can WhatsApp me on my number. Question though, now lovey-dovey. Question, ask me. Ask me a question and I will answer you. If I don't answer you, Mary is helping me. Mary will answer you, and both of us will discuss it and will answer you. But please support the Vandy Christian Network. Anything will help. Anything will help. They have Zelle, Cash App. It's gonna be on the screen too. Zelle, Cash App, and we really need your support. The network will not go without your support. We need your financial support. Anything will help, okay? Again, I've been your host. I like to say the most gorgeous Liberian. Yeah. The most gorgeous from Lofa County. Yeah. That's where the beautiful people come from. Guys, I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. And, eat right. Eat the bangu, the fufu between 12 and 4 o'clock. Yeah, I'll give you free pass. You can eat that, okay? Love you. Meet you. Booyah. Next time. Bye-bye.
Cheycheypoly.
Don't go to your oracle. Oh, your oracles are part of the issues. That's a tea for another day.
When women talk, they discuss everything under the sun. The church, family, in-laws, health, children, social values, finance, discipline, faith, trauma. It's unending. Join Lady Diamond Kennedy on VCN for Cheycheypoly, a women's magazine chit-chat that not only is entertaining and educational, but also informative and uplifting. Cheycheypoly takes an in-depth look at health, religion, education, and other social issues. Join Diamond Kennedy every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your Women's Magazine program,
Cheycheypoly,
on the Vandy Christian Network's YouTube channel. VCN, your go-to channel.
Hello, I am Pastor David Vandy, the founder of the Vandy Christian Network. VCN, the Vandy Christian Network, has a vision to bring the gospel truth to all via the internet, the radio, and television, with a focus on social values, faith, restoration, health, and understanding the Bible in the simplest possible way.
The concept of faith, that even nothing happens, you still trust God.
VCN has a 24-hour radio emission featuring gospel artists from across the continent. Their YouTube are specially designed programs for all audience size, age, and type. The Encounter. The Word, Time for Tea, Cheycheypoly, a walk through the scriptures, Kiddie Street, just to name a few. So, I want you to be a part of this happy family. Join VCN or Vandy Christian Network on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. VCN is your go-to channel.